Never send machines to do so.
Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video, and in today's video we are talking about advantages and disadvantages of Black Ops 3. 5 advantages and disadvantages that I have picked up and I have thought of for this video, and mainly this is my own opinion. I don't know if you agree with it or will disagree with it, but these are my 5 opinions or my 5 advantages and my 5 disadvantages for Black Ops 3. And obviously I'm going to be, as you can see, I'm playing bots here because it'll be easier to talk while I'm doing this video. It's not mainly focused on the gameplay side of things. It's focused on, you know, the advantages and disadvantages. So let's start with the advantages. So for the advantages, we have number 1. The leveling system was fairly balanced, not too unfair, and didn't take too long to level up. Obviously, I'm Prestige 10 level 51. For a while I didn't play the game. I didn't get bored of it. So it wasn't too hard to level up. It wasn't too easy to level up. There was a good balance between that, and it was pretty even. So number 2, the character customization. There was a lot of customization for the characters. Treyarch at the start of Black Ops 3 said there was going to be a lot of customization anyway. There's going to be a lot of customization and aesthetic looks to Black Ops 3. There's your casual, for the casual player who thinks of strategy and whatnot. There's a good balance of normal stuff. I say normal stuff like the classic loadouts you get with the Ripper, you know, the professional gear for the Ripper or any specialist, and then you have your really like your black market stuff, like your caterpillar helmets and stuff like that, the really colourful stuff if you want to make your character look really snazzy and look really bright and colourful. So there was a good balance of that. I did really enjoy that. Actually, in Black Ops 3, you could customize it to how you want, when you want. It was a really good feature. I do really like the character customization. You couldn't really get this, or it wasn't really available until Advanced Warfare hit. I know they had quite a lot of customization, but they went over the top with it, Sledgehammer. But we're not talking about Advanced Warfare. But Treyarch did balance it out fairly well, and they did say there would be aesthetics in the game. Number 3, the hit detection was fairly good actually. Most shots hit. Obviously you got a couple of shots that didn't hit. It's either your aim or some weird shit happened or some glitch or whatever, you lagged, I don't know. And you could, if you were the first guy to shoot someone, you could easily outgun them with guns like VMP and all the powerful guns in the game. So that was really good, the hit detection. And then number 4, most score streaks were fairly balanced. They weren't too overpowered in my opinion, except the Raps and the Mothership, but nobody usually uses the Mothership, and I haven't seen the Mothership come out in a multiplayer game. I haven't seen it come out in a multiplayer game. I might have at the start of Black Ops 3, I don't know, I can't remember, but I've barely seen the Mothership being used. Obviously that would become as overpowered because you got to get 17 or 1,700 score to get it. But the Raps, I see they can be got quite frequently. I know they're one of the highest streaks, but it's kind of annoying I would have preferred something like attack dogs, because it's more balanced and gives the player an advantage. It's not an advantage. It's like the attack dogs are more balanced than what the wraps are, because the wraps are kind of annoying because they can roll really faster than the attack dogs. I know it's supposed to be a futuristic game, but they can roll faster and then they explode, giving the other team an unfair disadvantage. But overall, the streaks were balanced except the mothership and obviously the wraps. And then number 5, DLC maps like Micro. Obviously some of you guys may have not liked Micro, but I thought it was a really, really good map. Obviously it's not your traditional Call of Duty map with the realism and whatnot, but it was nice, bright and colourful, and I did like the colours in the map and the whole idea of the map. It was pretty cool actually. It was a bit of a change to our traditional Call of Duty map, saying, I don't know, say like your traditional Warzone or whatever. So that was a traditional 3-lane map as well, which I did like. The middle of the map was a bit too open. That was the only other thing. But it was really aesthetically pleasing, if you know what that means. And the aesthetics were really good on that map. And I had a blast playing on maps like Micro and whatnot. I just like the overall theme to a map. It really gave it kind of like some character to it, I suppose. Like, it was really fun to play, and I had quite a lot of fun playing those maps. Now let's get to the disadvantages of Black Ops 3. Number 1, some guns were overpowered, like the Brecci. Obviously I kept on running into people and getting shot by Breccis and stuff like that. The VMP and the CUDA. I haven't seen many people use the CUDA lately, but definitely at the start of Black Ops 3, loads of people using the CUDA. It was nerfed slightly, I think, and it was a pretty solid gun, the CUDA. The VMP, obviously it's fast fire rate, it does a lot of damage and shreds people. I think the pro players like to use the VMP, I think. I do watch some, but obviously I don't know the tournament strats or whatever. So moving on from that anyway, let's talk about the stuff like to do with the guns. Like these guns, like stopped. These guns like VMP, Brecci and whatnot, stopped other players like me and the casual Call of Duty player from using a variety of guns, and possibly like me wanted to make a YouTube video or something, a challenge video, because I've had several ideas to make, like make a challenge video, say with a pistol or something, and the RK5 was overpowered. I wasn't gonna make a challenge video of that. That would have been easy. So like the MR6 or something, say if we want to do a challenge video, but that's for people who record videos anyway. And for the casual player, they may want to use a variety of guns. And number 2 of the disadvantages, the movement system. The new movement system was obviously tinkered down in Black Ops 3. You could fly a lot in the air in Advanced Warfare, and it was annoying as well. But they did tinker it down. They did a fairly good job of it, but still, you could fly up in the air about 40 feet or something like that, for example, especially on Redwood, around the trees and that. And you could get, and for the casual Call of Duty player, you could get shot from above while other, like the enemy team's boosting high in the sky, and for the casual player it can be annoying. And obviously if you're a god at COD or a pro player, it can be annoying if you're, say, in a $50,000, let's say dollar, say COD champs or something. I don't know how much they pay out, but say if you're there, like a boost jump could make the difference between 50 grand and second place. Like obviously you probably still get money, but you know, it's gonna be annoying, isn't it? For the casual player, you probably die at least 10 times as in a game for boosting and people shooting you from above. So moving on from that onto our third point, we don't have any party games in Black Ops 3 in a playlist, like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 with sharpshooter, sticks and stones, one in the chamber. We only got gun game, and the game modes were really fun to play, and me particularly, maybe some of you missed them. They were best moments in my Call of Duty experience, like especially like Black Ops 2 and the forced game chat and etc. It was a really fun concept they could have easily pulled off in Black Ops 3 but didn't choose to. Like zombies, you can get like the Shadow Claw and whatnot, and you get all the DLC weapons, so they could have easily implemented, say, the Shadow Claw into Black Ops 3, and obviously the combat axe for sticks and stones. But if you killed them with the Shadow Claw, like shot at them, you would only get 5 points. Like it's in Black Ops 2, if you use a ballistic knife to stab someone, you would only get like 5 points or something like that. So they could have easily pulled it off. It wouldn't have been too unbalanced, but obviously you didn't have the ballistic knives. You could have used some other DLC weapon, like the what's it called? You could have used something like the Malice as a secondary weapon, or the butterfly knife. That was what I was going with. Moving on, number 4. There is no forced game chat in S&D or anything like that, because there used to be forced game chat in game modes like S&D, Black Ops 2, and all the older Call of Duty. And obviously, you'd get some guy saying random funny shit, and it would make people laugh and just add entertainment and fun to the game. Obviously you're going to get the occasional people talking shit to each other which adds to it, or trash talking to each other, which added the fun and entertainment towards the game and made some of my best COD experience really fun, actually. Just dying of laughter in game chat. It was hilarious. And for a final disadvantage, it was really challenging to get camos like Dark Matter, which I'm up for a challenge, obviously, but it was really hard to get. And for the casual player who plays 1 to 2 hours a day of COD, maybe on different games, or like if you're like me, if you've got nothing else to do after school or after work or whatever, play to 1 to 6 or 8 hours if possible. So it was hard for the casual Black Ops 3 player or Call of Duty player to do that. Obviously you've got other things going on in your life and whatnot. You would have to really grind to get those types of camos. So those are my disadvantages and advantages for Black Ops 3. If you guys did enjoy, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This may be my last Black Ops 3 video, I don't know. So I'll see you guys in the next one.